Here's an update on what's happening here in Poland today. It's a follow-up again to my last video. The government has decided to, number one, close all the forests so that people obviously can't enter. Some people feel that's unfair because Austria is surrounded by forests and people want to go out, exercise, particularly those who are living in apartments and flats with children. I don't know what your opinion is. Please write below. I'm not giving my opinion. There are police walking around the town, lots of police, and they are stopping people, giving fines and mandates if you're not, the social distance from a person. The Stashminska, that's the local security police, local town police, are parked in car parks, the supermarkets, checking people who are waiting for shop to make sure they keep a distance. And children are not allowed out. I can't go out with my kids at all. The only reason I can go out is if I want to go to a shop. Otherwise, I must stay indoors. And there are police everywhere. People are getting fines. The question is this heavy-handed policing? Is it too much, or is it a necessary precaution? Is it necessary action? I still believe, from what I've seen, that the Polish people have acted generally very responsibly, and I'm wondering whether a more sort of softly approach might be better. I don't know what you think. Please tell me below. A lot of fines have been given out for not keeping a distance. A lot of fines have been given out for driving without reason. One of my friends got stopped from leaving the next village and driving here without a good reason. I think they're gonna possibly do a shutdown of the town, I don't know. Obviously the parks are closed, the lakes are closed, the police patrolling around the lakes. There's a very, very strong police presence with the sirens going, telling people to stay indoors. The shops are still the same routine, only so many people in at one time. My personal observation is that I think from the beginning Poles have acted quite reasonably. I'm a little bit surprised by this action, but please correct me if I'm wrong. If you think it's the right action, then of course I'm interested in your comments. The situation is a little bit tense. People are not quite sure what they can do. It's still, it's still a safe place to live, and of course anything that helps us get rid of this virus or control the virus is a positive action. And the police are going around. I saw one or two soldiers on the street the other day. Some people say, it's a bit like a police state. I don't know what you think. Again, I'm only quoting. I'm not giving an opinion. I know measures are needed. I know that some countries have suffered because there were not strict measures. And, it's a very, very difficult position for most people. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people are stressed out naturally because there's no money coming in. And I'm not sure whether, giving mandates to everybody is the answer. Maybe it is. Maybe you're right. Maybe, we need to be strict. In Poland today, the date is there's 111 deaths from coronavirus. Every death is a sad death. There's no denying it. So this is just an update video. As you can see behind me, I'm actually at my house, so I'm not actually walking around the street. This is the back of my house. Sorry, the front of my house. But I'm just interested in your opinion, because opinions vary. Oh, you can't go to the car wash, you can't wash your car, you get a mandate for that. And you can't take your kids out, and if you don't keep social distance, you get a mandate, which is a fine. So what's happening where you are? Is it a similar situation? Are you approaching a lockdown? Do you think this is the right thing to do? Do you think that, that we should just support the police? Should we support the law and respect it and do as we're told? Or do you think it's heavy-handedness? Do you think there should be a little bit more freedom because people maybe need to exercise? We have lots of forests around here, lots of open land. Some people argue that this law is mainly for city people, but obviously in a land, the law is the law, and we should abide by that, and I respect that decision as well. But this video is just for you to see what you think. I'm working from home, of course, and I'm teaching online. My kids will exercise indoors. So this is an update. It's a beautiful day. I'm kind of understand why people are tempted to get out. The sun's shining, but again, the only way to stop this virus is stay indoors. We've been told stay indoors, stay indoors, stay indoors. The police are going around with the microphones telling us. The blue lights are flashing everywhere. There are the police roaming the streets, and certainly they're stopping vehicles in this town. And I saw on Facebook they're stopping a lot of cars in the cities and questioning people. I'm a little bit worried because I'm wondering when people might start to react against this. I don't know, I wouldn't like that to happen. Like I said in my last two videos, I thought polls have been really good, really good. There's always a group who will disobey the rules and will, you know, cock it up for everybody else. But I was very proud of the way polls act. From day one, they stayed indoors, they sensibly shopped, they're more wearing masks now. So personally, I'm not sure what the point of it is. Maybe gentle persuasion might be better, maybe just to sort of, you know, if somebody's breaking, just stop and say, hey buddy, go home, you know, or rather than this sort of, I don't know, maybe you think that people who are breaking the law should be fined. I know that my friend was fined for running along a road outside of the town, next to the forest, not even in the forest. It was a quiet road. So this is a follow-up video. I really want your opinion. I personally, I will of course obey the law, and I will do exactly as I'm told. I also ask anybody who lives in Poland if they could be very clear, because some of the law seems a little bit ambiguous. It seems to vary from one town to the next, apparently, depending upon the mayor. Maybe you've got that experience. Maybe you also don't really understand the whole point of the, you know, all the law, all the actual acts and what it is. And if you say, if you stay at home means stay at home, we should stay at home, fair enough. Please write down below your comments. As you can see, it's still very quiet. The street is very quiet, outside is quiet. So this is Peter Dow, just a little follow-up video, just to let you know what's happening. And we'll take it step by step. Easter's coming. There will be different shopping hours. The shops are opening for 2 hours for the elderly. And some people feel it isn't fair because if there's no elderly in the shop, they can't sell. What's your opinion? I know that the police have been checking the shops to make sure there's nobody in there other than the elderly. Again, what's your opinion? I do read all your opinions. I thank you for them very much. I can't answer everybody, but it helps me try to understand what you think. And I'll keep posting videos if that's okay with you, just to keep you up to date. So, but what's really interesting for me is more people wearing masks from their own initiative. I think that's great. Even if you say, oh, they don't work, they do work, it doesn't matter. People are keeping, there's a police car now going in front of me, and they're roaming the streets. So please, comments below, and I'll post another video very soon. This is Peter Dow on a very, very warm day, literally next to my house on private land. And I'll post another video. Whatever you're doing, be safe, be sensible, good health to you all, and to you and your families. And if you like this video, give me a like, comments below as always. And if you want me to post some more, please press that little bell so you get a view, so you get the next video. Whatever you're doing, have a good day and take it easy. Goodbye.